Hey, what's up, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G, Garcia and Brian T, Licata. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G, Garcia and Brian T, Licata.
We were live on the beat drop. We've been live. The beat drop was live. I guess I didn't count it out for you like I should have.
Whatever, man. You know, we're here. You know who it is. I'm Gary G, Garcia with my boy Brian T, Licata, my brother, my partner in Misinformation. We're doing it again, man. We're here. It's been about, 2 weeks?
No.
A week?
Yeah.
It's been about a week since we've been together.
We've
been together.
I was going to say, it's been 1 week since you remember that one? No? Bare Naked Ladies?
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. That was the name of a dude band, right?
Yeah.
Bare Naked Ladies.
Which, coincidentally, there were no naked women at the show.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling today, man?
I'm good. I'm feeling much better. I had a little tummy ache the other day. I think it was some bad chicken. You know, I think it was some no good chicken. It was bad chicken. Bad chicken.
The night before, dude, I puked my brains out. I think it was the milk.
Yeah, well, I'm also starting to think
I think I drank some milk that was right on the cusp.
What about in the pancakes? Do you think it could have been the pancakes that fucked my stomach up like that? Because I had the pancakes.
No, because that was a fresh new milk.
That was a fresh new milk?
Yeah, that was before you got to my house.
Was there any cyanide in there?
A little bit. Untraceable. Kermit Frog, what's up? The singer got kicked out because of hookers and coke. Oh, the singers to the Bare Naked Ladies. That's a weird reason to get kicked out of a rock band.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Diddy, bro. I thought he was talking about Diddy.
Oh, he was talking about the band we were talking about, Bare Naked Ladies. I'm guessing, right? But what I'm saying is that isn't that a weird reason to kick someone out of a rock band because you're doing coke and drugs? I guess some people are in it for the music.
What if it's a Christian rock band?
Well, then you got to worry about. Well, you might, get them dudes usually all in rehab.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I think real great guitarists and drummers need to dabble with the devil for a little while.
Yeah, you kind of got to sell your soul a little bit, right?
Nah, not sell your soul, but take a little dance. You know, get a little dance out there. The cut of the jib. What's up, baby? Howdy, Brian. I'm sorry I didn't get to thank you for coming on a few weeks ago.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Oh, you went on, Brian?
Yeah. The election. The election night. Yeah, I went on.
Sorry, I missed it, man. I was on stage that night, man. I apologize. King Handle says, I got VP Harris on the line. What's the call-in number? What's up, King Handles? Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Were you? You were out here all last week.
Who, me? I was.
Yeah, I forgot, man. Yeah, man, I was in a good mood when I woke up this morning. It's amazing how a couple of hours could just change everything.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. But, I'll be all right. Good things ahead. They better be.
It's very optimistic of you.
I try. Even when I don't believe it, I still try,
Cut of the Jib says, okay, need me to email you now. Yes. Gary, do you want to announce what we're starting on the show for the first time ever in podcast history today?
Is it the first time ever in podcast history?
Yeah.
We don't know if this is going to work.
No.
We definitely don't know if this is going to work.
You might hate this.
I might hate this.
We might hate this.
We'll see what happens. But, come on, you drop it, dude. You're the producer. You know how everything works.
Yeah. So basically, our show, since going live, has been driven off our fans. It's been driven off the comments. We try to read every single one, paid or unpaid. And we were spitballing some ideas, and we got to, why don't we let them drop in video call? And we've never charged anybody for the show before, and I think it'd be very unrated G like us to mandatory charge until we absolutely have to. for something like that, right? So what we want to do is any fan of ours, if you have a question, you have a comment, you want to jump on and just say hello for a couple seconds.
You don't even have to be a fan. You could just come on and tell me you think I'm a dick. I would love to hear from you.
Right, and I think everyone would. So we hope to make a little interaction. I guess please no dick pics or videos. Right, I think we should say that.
No videos, no dick pics.
You have to be 18 or older to join this.
Why you have to checking ID?
You are going to.
Why am I hearing rumbling? I'm hearing the rumble.
Yeah.
Was that you? Was that you tapping your fingers?
It was. I was thinking.
You got to tap your fingers when you think? Because I got to tell you, that was very annoying. That was like going through my fucking cranium. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I thought it was something I took a little while ago. I was like bugging out.
Well, I love how much you share
together. All right, so how do they call in if they want to get in? What do they do?
Wow. I was going to say thank you for pointing something out and showing something in me that I could work better at. And I was going to say you're really a true friend, and more people should be like that. So what we're offering on the show is if you have a problem, if there's something in your life that is going down and you're not really sure who to talk to because you don't have health insurance, hit info@brianticata.com or drop your email in the comment. What we're going to do is we're going to send you a link. You don't need to have a computer, a headset, a mic. You just really need a phone and a good Wi-Fi connection. You'll jump in the link. You'll turn on your Wi-Fi and your mic. Hold your screen horizontally, and we'll let you in until you're out.
We can't until you're out. Yeah, until you're out. How interesting you are, we'll see. Have them come on for a minute and then make fun of them like on Kill Tony. Now, listen, man, if you got something legitimate to say, man, I'm down for the conversation. Do you guys collect calls from MDC? What's MDC? Do I feel like that's a correctional facility?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's a correctional facility. Oh, crap. Let me go to my studio upstairs. Yeah, get on there, Cutter the Jib. Get on. Why not? It's fucking bullshit. What else do we got to do today, man?
Yeah, I mean,
today might be the last day of my life. Let's fucking enjoy it.
See, that's it.
Diddy just got his phone time.
Oh, did he?
Did he?
I didn't know that.
Yo, I saw this thing the other day. It had me dying because you know how I always bring up Jaguar Wright.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this comedian that's doing impressions of Jaguar Wright.
Oh, jeez, dude.
And it's funny because my daughter now has been getting into all the Diddy shit because it's everywhere, So she's like, I be listening to Jaguar Wright, but hey, Jazza, what's up? And she's like, but she's like, I don't know, like she just knows everything, but doesn't really say anything, And then I just sent it to you on Instagram. On your Brian Licata one.
Okay.
Yo, this chick had me dying. I had to send it to my daughter because this literally is Jaguar Wright. This is exactly what it's like watching her talk about Diddy. Yo. Bring that up once you get it. Kermit says, put it to the delay if you can. Who knows what people will do? And listen, man. I kind of feel like they couldn't do pretty much, worse than I've done to myself already. And we like to work without a net. You know what I'm saying? What good is the net, man? Scared money don't make money.
Muffin Man.
Hold on, wait. Where's the picture? There you go. This is every Jaguar Wright interview. This shit is funny as fuck.
Make sure I got here you go.
Brian.
Yes, of course. Everybody knows him. It's in your face, Diddy. I mean, hello? It's a question in his name. Diddy. And the answer is yes. Yes. But let me ask you, how does everybody get the muffin, but nobody sees the man? I mean, somebody's got to know. Mickey Mouse was fucking his sister. It's his sister. That's sick. Ben and Jerry. Eminem, Haagen-Dazs, they all working together. Do you know the Muffin Man? Yes, of course.
That's great, dude. Yeah, who's
Yeah,
this?
man.
Is this a comedian? She's
That's
funny,
a
dude.
comedian, yo.
Yeah, she's
And she
great.
also does a Kamala Harris thing too as well. And I
Yeah.
gotta be like I said,
Do you know?
Uh-huh.
like I said, Kamala Harris is definitely good for female comedians. You know what I'm saying? I don't see too many male comedians taking advantage of how like dumb she is. I don't know why. Even me, I can't I haven't been able to really touch on anything really good, even though she annoys the shit out of me. But it's almost like beating down on a fucking downy. You know what I'm saying? It's like punching down.
What do you think's
Fuck
wrong with
her.
her? Is she just a
She
hoe, or is she just
just-
kind of crazy?
Nah, she's just, stupid.
Okay.
She's just stupid. So I feel like I don't know. The dude just like punching down almost. But the chicks between Kamala and now this chick doing that Jaguar shit. Jaguar starting to blow up. She was just on what's that
And her
white
background was what? She was an artist. You
She
said
was an artist signed to Bad Boys. You
now is
know?
Jaguar her real name?
Jaguar Wright? I don't know. It
Yeah.
could be. King Handle says Jaguar Wright never takes her Adderall before her interviews. Nah, I mean,
Oh, it was the cut of the jib. Cut of the jib emailed us. Okay, so I got his number. Okay, yeah, cut of the jib's in.
all right, baby, cut of the jib. What's up, man? He's here. You bringing
No,
him
not yet. I cut of the jib. I'm sending you a link right now.
Come on with something to say. Listen, I think that, like I said, I think that I've seen two to three female comedians who have really good impressions of Kamala. And that's the first chick I seen doing Jaguar Right. But Jaguar's starting to blow up a little more because, like I said, she was just on what's that white British dude's name that has that show that Candace was on not too long ago where she tore him up.
Piers Morgan.
Yeah, Piers Morgan. She was just on Piers Morgan and she was dropping shit about Jay-Z and Beyonce. And the next day he went and apologized. He said he's sorry for bringing her on and having us say, listen, you want to get involved
Piers apologized. That's what you said.
Pierce apologized. Yeah, because he went and bought, like, she kind of ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Piers Morgan. She's kind of ghetto. And she went on there, spilling the tea, as it's called. And she started dropping shit about Jay-Z and Beyonce, making all crazy accusations. And he went on the next day and apologized. Piers Morgan's a scrub. I mean, I agree with some of the shit he says, but he kind of goes wherever the popular opinion goes,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he always seemed like a Main Street guy to me.
Very mainstream. Very mainstream, very garbage. You know what I'm saying? King Handle says if the Jigga Man doesn't go down, Jag is going to get sued into a cardboard box. Well, I mean, she says he face what?
He
faced harder.
He what?
She's saying he faced harder while she was sleeping. She woke up with the jigga digger in her mouth, and she was claiming she was gonna sue him.
Yeah, I heard actually.
That's what she said.
I heard. Can I get a what? What was actually a line from her? She was like, "Can I go? Oh,
that's. I don't know how, but I hope she sees this and just rips you apart for that.
Why? Oh, that was worse than what you said.
No, it is worse than what I said.
How?
Because I said it and you said that.
The last episode, you said she took a face full of glizzies, is what you said.
No, not a face full of glizzies. I said Jay-Z's glizzy. And I didn't say that. She said that. Okay? She came out and said that.
I don't know, Wabbit. We could go to the tape. We might be able to go to the tape. Oh, we have a guest in here. We have Christopher Cut of the Jib, our first live listener. Video chat.
Here we go. First one coming up. Let's see what we got here.
I feel like do we have a drum? I don't even have a drum roll. Yeah, we'll just rock and roll. Cut of the Jib. Can you hear
Cut
us?
of the Jib. What's up?
Yo, what's happening, guys?
Welcome to the house.
Welcome to Rated G. Yo, you got a fucking nice setup back there, dog. Look at you, all professional.
I try. I need to get some lighting packed out here because, as you can see, it's looking like in my box right here. You can kind of see it's a box.
That's the green screen, right? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. You get some lighting, it'll work out. It's
oh yeah. After I moved, man, I got rid of all my old lighting and all that stuff. I said, I'm not going to do the green screen anymore. Then 2 months later, I was like, I miss my green screen. So I got the green screen again without the lights.
What is a green screen? What does a green screen go for?
Well, this one I got because the fact that this one works really well for me because I could just put it down on the ground and then pull it up whenever I need it. This one ran me about 200, but you can get them for as low as 60 if you just need the screen and maybe some things that you have to assemble all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you can just hang a sheet. It's the really the lighting. What you need is no shadows.
You probably could.
And a consistent, that green has to be a consistent color. As long as that green's a consistent color, then you have a gap between, the person and the green screen.
Well, I'll tell you can't believe anything you see anymore because I thought he was in Manhattan right now, just sitting on like the 85th floor somewhere, relaxing. I was like,
you learn a little bit of stuff with this. It's one of those things that can really kind of elevate things. To something that, can be really helpful and not that expensive.
Here's the question, man. Do you think Diddy's going to go to jail? Do you think he'll see time?
I'm wondering if he's going to live his way through till the trial is what I'm wondering.
Well, have you heard about the news conspiracy that Diddy's already gone? Whether he's dead or not, I don't know. But that's a clone because they're claiming that his birthmarks are now gone. Diddy got those 2 birthmarks. They're saying they're not in the mug shot. And they're not in the pictures, any pictures that were taken of him, I would guess prior is after him getting arrested.
Yeah,
see, I have no clue. You have to wonder if there's some sort of lighting that could, have them not be seen as well. And
they're pretty prominent.
Okay.
That is the thing that I've always noticed about him is that he has one here and one here. Like two bumps.
Yeah, I saw a report today that they're saying some people are thinking that he was involved with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx got mad at him a while back. P. Diddy tried to take out Jamie Foxx, and the Jamie Foxx that we're seeing is a decoy. I don't know.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Well, they said that was because of the shot back. That's why he was in the hospital, right?
Yeah. I personally think Diddy tried to get him for something. We need to get Jaguar Wright on here and find out. It's hard to program the clone to like that much baby oil. Actually, you would think a clone, will like that much oil, right? Don't they have to stay
but not baby oil. It would have been like 5W30. It would have been some motor oil.
We need to get in touch with Jaguar Wright. I think she knows the fucking scoop on this, yo.
Now you got to ask the people who are defending him, what is all the baby oil for? Because I'd be interested to hear what they have to say.
Look, you already know. I think I said it last time. It sounds like a lot until you put into perspective that he has 789 dildos.
Oh God.
So now when you put that in perspective, I'm wondering if he had enough. I kind of think he should maybe got 1,500 just to be safe.
He was raw dogging it a little bit. He was living on the edge.
It's the Naked Wrestling King handle says. I don't know, man. But yo, you know what? They also say, here's the question then. Are they cloning motherfuckers?
Listen, dude, they can. They can. So to say that they can't is just scientifically inaccurate.
Because I just watched.
They do it in China. You can get stem cells in a lot of other countries. You can't do it here. 100% they can clone motherfuckers.
And Brian's cloned.
Yeah, they'll take your DNA and they could inseminate it into somebody, and then you have like a surrogate mother, just like that. But it's not necessarily like they're copying you; they're copying your DNA.
No, we're talking about a clone, dude. Because if they're cloning, if these people are cloned, then that means they're cloning them at the age they are.
Carbon
right?
copy.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Because otherwise, then you're waiting for the thing to grow up.
Dude, but the deep fake stuff too, I don't think it even necessarily needs to be clones. I think they could be cloning people.
True.
That's true. But I also think it's like, dude, you can't.
Because they say the same thing about Martin Lawrence. I just watched the new Bad Boys, which King Ando says, I don't know, maybe they're struggling with cloning Jimmy Carter because he looks like a corpse. I felt like if I had written that better, it would have been funnier. But I'm saying... Like I just watched the new the new Bad Boys, which I didn't want to watch, but it's on Netflix. I figured, fuck it, might as well check it out. And I will say, surprisingly, I probably liked it the best out of all of them.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, probably. Like, I actually laughed a couple of times. But they're saying the same thing about Martin Lawrence. They're saying Martin Lawrence died years ago and that he signed a release to be cloned and that his family went along with it.
And there's that movie that he was in too, right? Clone Tyrone. Was he in that movie?
No, that was what's his name? The other dude, the dude he was just talking about. That was Jamie Foxx.
Oh, that's right. And that came out right after that was after
Jamie Foxx was being said he was cloned. They came out with that.
Chris Tucker does not look the same either. Neither does Rock, bro. Look at Chris Rock now.
Yeah.
I mean, the truth is they don't look the same.
Plastic surgery.
Brian is confusing his black people. Yo, but they don't, dude. They do not look the same. They don't. I don't care what anybody. I know people age and they look different, but there's something weird about the way those motherfuckers look. There's something weird about it because they don't look old. They just look different. You understand what I'm saying? Like they look like this. They look like they're caught in time, but they're different. It's weird.
Yeah. Here's something to think about in terms of that is, keep an eye on Bruce Willis, because this is a guy that I guarantee you that when it gets to the point where people go and start selling their rights for their persona and, their voice and all that stuff, we're going to have people going and making movies with AI and deep fakes and all this stuff. Bruce Willis, I guarantee you, is going to be in the forefront of that. I guarantee it.
Yeah, no doubt. I got to meet him once. He was actually really cool down to
really,
dude. But I went
to. Dom's good friends with him. Dom and Bruce are. Yeah, they go back.
Yeah, I got to meet him over at. I went to the grand opening. My boy won some tickets on the radio to the grand opening of Planet Hollywood.
Oh wow!
So I got to meet him.
He was
London,
actually right. Is that where it was?
Yeah, in London. And that dude was actually really cool. I hung out with his band afterwards. That was pretty cool.
He's from the Philly area. He's
but you're right. Doesn't he got like Parkinson's or something like that now? Isn't he like all screwed up?
He's not doing well at all. He's got I think it's like Parkinson's and dementia.
I think it was Lou Gehrig's disease.
That's what it is. You're right.
There you go. Gehrig's disease. Yeah, I didn't know what it was, but I knew he was kind of sick. Yeah. So the question is he even in a state of mind to sell away his rights and all that stuff?
Apparently not. But when it goes to an estate,
yeah,
I do a lot of guitar stuff, and the Jimi Hendrix estate will sell everything and anything. They will go and give Jimmy's rights to everything, and they putting out recordings that he never wanted recorded.
Yeah.
There's at some point when it gets to the point where they're like, okay, we're going to go and make AI music based upon the sound of Jimi Hendrix. The Jimi Hendrix estate is going to be first on that list. They're going to be like, yeah, we like money. Okay.
That's horrible. Yeah. Kermit Frog says Moonlighting was a good show. I agree. Is that what blew him up? I think that's what blew him up. I mean, that's where I knew him from first, I think. Did he do that first before he did the Die Hard?
That was before my time.
Yeah.
Moonlighting.
Yeah, when he did Die Hard, everybody was pumped for it already because they were all into him for Moonlighting already.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't think he could be an action hero was the funny thing, and that's kind of what we know him for, is being an action hero. They're like, he's a comedic actor, And
he was a bartender at the Improv before he
really?
when he first was in LA. That's where Dom knows him from.
Really?
Back in the day when Dom started doing comedy at the Improv, Bruce was a waiter, and then he started getting, I think he got Moonlighting and then something else, and then he was just a huge star. But one of Dom's first specials, Bruce Willis is in a bed with him, and they're like in bed together, and they pull this like they have this like joke at the beginning, but they're boys, or they were at least back then.
Sounds like they were closer than boys. King Handel says the kids will sell everything before your body is cold.
Hey, bro.
Oh yeah, they don't give a shit, man. They don't give a shit. My hat's going right up for auction the minute I die.
You look at Casey Kasem. Have they buried him yet?
That's a good question. I remember there was like a whole big thing, right? Like there was a battle over his body and shit. Yeah, that's crazy. Casey Kasem.
I did not realize that his wife was the dumb woman that was married to the slime ball in Cheers. Played the one, the blonde haired one with the really high voice.
Yeah, yeah,
that
Shelley.
was
You're
always
talking
a
about
big
Shelley.
deal.
You're talking about
Shelley Long.
Shelley.
Shelley
No,
Long.
no. It was the one that was married to the Tortelli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was married to what's her name's husband?
Yes, exactly.
You're not
Yes.
talking about. You're not talking about. Shelley Long. No.
No.
Shelley Long?
The one
Kirstie
who was
Alley?
married. No, she wasn't a regular.
She wasn't
on
a
it.
main. She wasn't a main
Oh.
character.
She wasn't a main
showed up-
character. She was
Yeah.
married to what was the short bartender's name?
She wasn't married to the bartender. She was
No,
married
she
to
was married to her Carla's husband.
Yep.
Carla's husband.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the short bartender. It was
Carla Torelli. Yeah, Rhea
Yeah.
Perlman. Rhea
Yeah.
Perlman.
Yeah, her husband in the show was remarried or was dating some chick, and the chick
Yeah.
that she was dating, that's this dude's wife.
I'm
Wow.
confused now. Yeah, I got thrown off. Yeah, because we started going down the rabbit hole.
Sorry.
What? You're talking about
Basically,
Rhea
Rhea
Perlman.
Perlman, the one who played her husband on the show.
Okay.
Who she
His
divorced
wife.
from in the show.
Yeah, she's divorced
His
from
new
him.
wife.
His new wife in the show was Casey Kasem's real wife. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
There you
Mrs. Kasem.
Mrs. Kasem.
Let me find her name to clear up any sort of confusion.
Yeah, that'd be easiest if we can just find what her character is and what her name is.
Well, I mean, you should have been able to do that, Mr. Producer.
Well, dude, I'm still trying to figure it out. So you're saying Rhea Perlman's ex-husband in the show?
Yeah, I understand it can get confusing.
I bet you I could find it real quick.
Yeah, Gene Kasem.
Gene Kasem. There you go.
Yeah, Gene Kasem, and she was.
See that? You put a little heat under his ass, and look what happens. Put a little heat under that ass, and all of a sudden you're able to.
Her name was Loretta Tortelli.
That's it, Loretta. That's it.
Yeah, Loretta.
Casey was a lot of cartoon characters like Shaggy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
voices.
Yeah, voices. Yeah, that's right. You know who else does a lot of voices too that I like? The dude from Seinfeld. What's his name?
Ben Stiller.
Not Ben Stiller, man.
Jason
Shut up.
Alexander.
Jason, the dude who plays Elaine's boyfriend, Putty.
Putty. Yeah, Putty.
Yeah. Yeah, he always
Oh
plays
yeah,
a
he
lot
does.
of people.
Yeah. He did Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, he's got a lot of people, man. He's got that voice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, he's on a lot of shit too, man. I just watched this thing with that dude from SNL whose wife murdered him. She was all coked out and she murdered him. What was his name again? From
Bill
News
Hartman.
Radio. Bill Hartman. That shit was crazy, dog. I feel like that's how I'm gonna go.
Coke.
No, a woman's gonna murder me. I'm gonna say something dumb, go to sleep.
Don't ever hang
Snip.
out with Andy Dick, and that won't happen.
Andy Dick, right? That brother's character. Is he still alive?
He is, but he was the one who gave her the coke.
Oh, he was the one who gave her the coke.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Kermit
And
Fugg
he-
says, "Is he Joe from Family Guy?" Is he? I think he is. I'm gonna go on a limb and say he is.
Yep.
Let's see.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Yeah, that dude's getting paid, dude.
Yep.
He's
that
in
dude-
everything. He even had a live action show as well. Rules of Engagement. It was like 7 seasons.
Oh, I love that show. I don't know why that got canceled. That show was hysterical with David Spade.
Yeah. Old Spudley killed it on there.
Fucking great show. All the good shows get taken down. They leave this garbage up. You
Yeah,
know?
I got into Two Broke Girls, and I'm like, this can't be seen on TV anymore. But man, that was a darn good show.
I didn't care for Two Broke Girls. I don't know
Too
why.
many boob jokes.
Nah, it's just I don't know. I don't know what it was. I mean, I watch it because it comes on early, and I have like
It's too fluff to me.
I
It's
have
too
very
fluff.
little channels.
It's too corporate for me.
you know. But it's crazy. This is how my mind thinks, right? This is the way my mind thinks. We brought up Family Guy, started talking about Who Talks, right? I thought it right away. Mia Kunis, right? That's her name.
Mila Kunis, yeah.
Mila Kunis. And then I thought Ashton Kutcher. And then I thought, oh my God, look at that. Look at that cat.
Yeah, that's Isabella.
Oh.
Pew, 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 pew.
Wow, man. That's a beautifully big cat right there. And a lap cat. My mama wouldn't be having that. She'd be just jumping up on the board and shit.
Oh, she tries to do that at times.
Yeah, man. That's dope. But yeah, maybe think about Ashton Kutcher, who now they got separated, supposedly because he knows that, all this stuff's about, she knows all this stuff's about to go down.
Really?
Well, so when the guy who was Hyde, I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now, Stephen Masterson.
Yeah.
Right? Before he got convicted, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher went on a media campaign defending him. They put out a statement.
They didn't. They wrote a statement that they thought was only going to be seen by the judge, but it became public, whatever. And then everybody saw it. And basically they were saying he's a really good guy, to be lenient, not to give him too much time. They known him. He's a great guy. And they caught a lot of slack for that. But Ashton Kutcher, we spoke about that too. He walked away. He walked in on his lady basically dying. Could have been dead already.
Well, that further proves the point of what I'm saying in the fact that he's a bad dude.
Yeah, he's a bad dude.
They're bad guys, I mean, look, Kutcher was looked like the older one kind of on that show. It was really Hyde was definitely the oldest dude. Like, he looked way older than them. And they got Mila Kunis, who's like 14, bro.
Yeah.
14,
And they were making bets about slipping her the tongue.
Dude, and she was getting banged out.
Well, I don't know. Maybe just by Ashton. Maybe that's why she married him, because, I mean, I don't know. She did go with everybody on the show.
Mm-hmm.
She dated everybody on the show.
She made her rounds.
On the show. Like on the show. I don't know what went on behind, Plus, they also say the other dude, Fez, is a little slime ball, too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Whatever happened to just shutting the fuck up? Kermit Fugg says he is also in a child trafficking awareness foundation, and his friends are grapers and kid traffickers.
I was thinking the exact same thing, because I remember him going before Congress talking about this. But then again, he's a guy that cheated on Demi Moore many times. And it's like, Mila Kunis should have thought, there's something a little slimy about this guy.
I mean, but she knew him from before that anyway.
Yeah, but if
and then you got to throw in that he was like in his 20s when he hooked up with this other chick with the wife. The wife was like, listen, you shouldn't be cheating on your wife, but you also shouldn't marry young 20-year-old dudes, because that's probably what they're gonna do.
Yeah, but I'm sitting over there saying, any girl that has been through this and has heard about this knows. They have to be very naive to sit there and think, what? Yeah, with me, it's going to be different. He's not going to do that with me,
But that's what women think. Women think that she thinks she's going to fix him. She's going to be the one that saves him from himself.
Slime balls are always slime balls.
Yeah, and women will always love him.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's not.
They'll get mad at me for pointing that out. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying it, yo. You know what I'm saying? Raymond just sent the link, man.
Yeah, we got the link. I did. Yeah, he's not here yet. He'll probably be here in a few. So we'll wrap it up.
Hope y'all doing
Christopher.
Well,
give us a
quick
plug to
man.
Yeah. Give a plug to your show. You got stuff going on online on Rumble. He's a big Rumble fan.
Yeah, I do stuff on Rumble. Do Rock Talk Live. I do State of the Union. One's a political show. One's a rock and roll show. And then we have Skinamax Theater on Saturday nights, where we watch old Skinamax movies.
Really?
Yeah.
And where can I catch that?
On the Cut of the Jib Uncensored on Rumble.
Oh, there you go, on Rumble. I got to check that out, because I love me some old Skinamax movies.
I think you guys are subscribed to me over there.
We are.
I probably am, yeah. I just got to pay more attention to it. When do you do that, on Fridays, you said?
On Saturday, because I have the weekends off, so then I can stay up late at night. I go to bed at like 9 o'clock at night. I'm an old man.
And where are you located? Like, where are you coming out of exactly?
Oh, North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Cool.
How are things over there with you, man, with the storm and everything?
It's getting better. Some parts closer to the mountains are even worse. They still don't have power up there, but I'm about an hour away from the mountains. I'm in Morganton, so.
So, sorry.
He's getting his sets
okay.
in. Raymond says
Okay.
Skinamax Theater sounds kinky.
It is. We kind of
It
do a
is.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 kind of
That's
thing with those
dope.
Skinamax movies.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I want to jump on that one day.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I'll shoot you over the
but-
link.
So your area didn't get hit hard.
It did, but
it did.
luckily over here, they were able to clear most of it up pretty quick. I was out of power for 7 days. Internet came back the other day, but
All
yeah.
right. Very
Yep.
cool. What
But
do you
thanks
think
for having
about,
me on, gentlemen. Oh, yeah.
Before you leave, man, I didn't know you were out there. So now that you're out there, I have a couple of questions because now we have someone who's actually out there. What do you think about the things that are being said about the lithium? And that's the reason why all those floods are happening out by your way. Do you think there's anything to that?
There very well could be. It's one of those things that I have to constantly sit there and kind of see what is happening before I make any sort of judgment.
Now, is this the worst that you've ever seen since how long have you been out there? Have you born and raised?
No, I'm originally from Naples, Florida. I came up here when I was about 7. I would say the
bad
worst.
storms. You probably had some hurricanes down there, right?
Oh yeah, but probably the worst we ever had was in the early 90s. We had a hurricane named Hugo,
Yeah, I
which we
remember
didn't have
Hugo.
power for probably about 3 weeks, And now you
Right.
see people bitching and complaining they don't have internet for a couple of days. We're never going to win a war ever again because of these sissies.
Yeah, that's insane. That's totally insane. But I'm glad you're good. Family's good. Everybody's okay out there as far as on your end.
Everybody's good. My ex, who I'm still very close with, we own a business together. Her daughter lost her car. It ended up getting totaled and all that stuff. So, that's been really tough, but, we're making our way through it.
Yeah, that's the shit that kills me whenever I watch all those tsunami videos and shit like that. And you see the people that are up like high where they can deal with it. And they're filming and you see the cars just floating down the block. And I'm thinking that shit would crush me. Like I'd be sitting there going, I know my car is floating down the fucking block right now. Look at everybody else's. Yo, that's crazy, man. Well, yo, stay safe, man. Are you guys supposed to get hit again?
I don't believe we're getting hit on the next 2 that are coming through. I think Florida got hit mainly with Milton. It wasn't as bad as people thought it was going to be, from what I understand. I don't know. And then there's a tropical storm making its way as well, and I don't think that's coming near us. I could be wrong.
All right, man. Well, stay safe, my brother. All right, and thanks for being a listener and jumping on. We appreciate you, man. Thanks,
Thanks, dude.
First,
Yeah, thank
man.
you.
I think I'm gonna like this. This might be a
Giddy up.
Keep up the great work.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was
yeah,
great.
man. That was fun, man. Big up the cut of the jib, man. That was fucking pretty awesome. That was fun. Is that your phone?
Yeah, I think it's for the doorbell guy. Hold on. We got Ray coming in a second too.
Ooh, I wonder what that's all about. Who could be hitting them up at this hour? Listen, if you guys want to check me out now that we have a couple of minutes, you could go to acjokes.com, see what I'm playing this week, man. If you're in Atlantic City, man, do not hesitate to come and see me, man. Come holler at your boy. I'm up there every single night busting my ass, trying to make people laugh and trying to get my rent paid. So come on out to acjokes.com, man, and come check us out. Monday nights, I'm over at the Grizzly Pear doing the Not Quite Tuesday show. And if you're an up-and-coming comic anywhere near the Atlantic City area, we got open mics on Thursday over at Ocean Tattoo and on Sundays over at Resorts at 6 o'clock. So holler at your boy. Go to AC Jokes for all the info, man. And also go to GaryG.com, man. GaryGGarcia.com. And check out my website that my boy right here hooked up for me, man. King Anders says that's Brian Skamosby. He just got promoted to #1.
We got Ray. We got Raymond.
Ray Robles, man. What's up, baby? Bring him up, man. Let's get Ray on this bitch.
Yeah, Ray, can you hear us? We can kind of hear you. Oh, okay, he looks like he's out on a on a walk. We'll see.
Turn your phone sideways.
Yeah, so we'll see, Ray, how the connection lasts out here.
It looks like his connection is kind of
Yeah,
weak over there.
yeah,
right?
it's kind of weak. But let's we'll see what we can do. Ray's live on location. He's in the center of Hurricane Milton, and guys, it looks like we lost him. Back to you in the studio.
Well, we just lost Ray. He seems to have gotten blown away. This is what happens when you send people out into fucking storms to tell people there's a storm. I never understood that shit. You know what I'm saying? Sending someone into the fucking rain to tell us that it's raining. All you gotta do is look out your fucking window. Timor, what's up, baby? Timor 76. What's up, fellas? Mets fans losing their minds. They don't know how to be happy. Miracle Mets or miserable Mets. Sense the impending doom. What do you mean, man? I'm very happy, man. My Mets are in it. They're in it. Okay. Do I think they're gonna go all the way? They could. They could. Am I expecting them to let me down? Of course I am. I've been a Met fan all my life, man. That's what they do. But you know what? In 1986, when I was 16 years old, they went all the way, and there's a good chance they might do it again this year. So until it's over, keep rooting for your team, baby. Stop being a little bitch. To all my little Met fans out there, man, start rooting for your team. You gotta believe. You gotta believe, man. You know, I'll never forget. I kicked a hole in my door when I thought we were gonna lose, and then Bill Buckner let that ball go right between his legs. All right, and we won.
How happy were you fixing that hole, though? You probably.
I never did. I never did. I left it there to remind me of my lack of faith. Okay, it stood there to the day I moved from Ravenswood. Big ass hole in my bedroom door that I kicked in because I thought we were gonna lose.
You're like, you see that? That's the 86 Mets.
86 Mets. You never know, man. Feel like we might be able to do it. Cutter the Jib says, and here's the thing: if we do it, right? Cutter the Jib says, hold on. What did he say? Thanks for having me on, gentlemen. You're both gentlemen. You too, man. Cutter the Jib, man. Pleasure having you on, man. Pleasure having you on. That's the way you roll on, man, with some good reception and everything else. Get it together, Raymond. I have bad connection currently at a skate park in some woods taking a break, so I'll just follow up on the live. You guys are. We love you, Raymond. We'll get you on next time.
Yeah, see you next time, Ray. Drop in anytime, dog.
Timor says construction here is loud. Hope y'all do this again. I'll jump on for sure. Yeah, man, we'll do it again, man. We'll keep it going for a while, you know, until it gets too hectic. Why not, man? I love speaking to you guys, man.
Yeah,
you know,
and
why
dude,
not be able just to jump in on the
one or two people drop in every once in a while, you know, get a little different conversation going, you know. It's nice to hear a new voice.
Fuck you. What, are you tired of my voice?
No.
What was I just saying, though?
I would never get sick of it.
About the Mets. What was I just saying
You're
about
saying
the Mets?
even if we do win it.
If we win, here's the thing. If we win, all you gotta know is this year I was talking to somebody and it was like maybe a week into the season and they were like, oh, the Mets are sucking. We're horrible. And I said, dude, relax. Every year we start off hot. Everyone starts bragging how we're in first place. Meanwhile, it's like we're 3-0. Then everyone's bragging.
And then spring training.
And then we suck. And then we lose. This year we got the losses out early.
Yep.
And look where we are now. That's what I said. I said they're doing something different. They're gonna start off sucking and they're gonna get good and we'll be in the playoffs. That's what I said, and we're there. And I think we might just do it all. Who knows? Let's see what happens. It's baseball.
It is.
You know, if it's not fixed,
well,
which it probably is, but even not fixed is still one of the hardest games to win, even if you're the better team.
Yeah, even if it is fixed, if it is fixed, it's probably even harder to win.
Even if you're statistically the better team, you can still lose at any time. It's baseball. You're not fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? The other team could just come and keep banging singles, you know?
Yep.
Anything can happen. Timor says there's magic in the air. Yes, there is, baby. Raymond says, Brian, I got to say, I was following up on the past episodes. That Kim Porter episode has got to be the funniest episodes I've watched from you guys overall. Brian had some hilarious comebacks, but then Gary laid off some even funnier comments that blew your streak. Overall, fucking hilarious episode. I think I remember that episode. I think that was a fun episode. I think it was. I kind of remember. Some of them are fun. Listen, guys, this is what happens when you do it without a net. Okay, we can come up here prepared. We can come up here prepared to entertain you, have a whole bunch of stuff put together and just be like, oh, this is what's going to titillate their minds. But no, we come in, we say, fuck it. We shit into the wind and hope it doesn't come back around to haunt us. Okay. And sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not. Mm-hmm. Most of the time when Brian does a lot of talking, then.
Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, sometimes when Gary, it was nice to have Cut of the Jib on because, you know, sometimes it's just, you know, that shit in the wind is just the same shit. week after week.
It doesn't help that you stand
Of
behind
shit
me.
that doesn't even smell that good. You know, it was like it was like a
it doesn't
mediocre.
help.
It was a mediocre shit to begin with, and the fact that it's just, you know, you're prolonging something you should have just flushed. You should have just flushed. You should have moved on. You should have just tried the shit again with the new toilet.
You're just mad because every now and then I shoot rabbit pellets and you stand behind me, downwind, just
mouth
taking them-
agape,
mouth ajar.
mouth ajar.
How is a jar open? How does that mean open? Why do we have to even come up with a jar?
Well,
no,
that
it's
was
a door and it's open.
No, it's a jar because that's actually what they put on the button for the ballistic missiles. And instead of eject, they just did a jar because they're like, oh shit, it's just a jar, but it's really like a nuclear jar that they press down. So
You just went somewhere that nobody followed you. Oh, nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about. What are you talking about, Brian?
Okay, a jar, right? A jar is a jar. Ball makes the weapons. And they used to put a jar on the red button to release the weapons that were made by Ball, right? And it was a colloquial thing that was in the military, World War I, World War II, when they first started, you know, using ball weapons, and that's what that's from. In case you were wondering.
Okay. Is that real? What you said, was that real? Or did you just no?
No, yeah.
You know, I found out why they say break a leg. Did you ever know why they say break a leg when you do shows?
No. Thought it was bad luck to wish somebody good luck.
No. That's what I always thought. Break a leg comes because back in the day, instead of clapping, they would like bang their chairs up and down if they liked your performance. And if they really liked it, the place would go nuts banging their chairs and they would break the legs off the chairs. And then it became a thing of when you were going to go on stage, they would say break a leg, meaning to break a chair leg. Isn't that crazy? Go ahead, double check me on that, dude.
No, I'm not gonna.
Nah, go ahead, Mr. ABC. Treat me like Trump. Go ahead, man. Fact check me. Fact check me. Fact check me. That's what I would have been saying if I was Trump. I'd have been saying fact check me.
You gotta get a mint or something, bro. You're killing me over here, bro. Jeez.
Dude, my breath smells
good.
It's ridiculous.
You're getting a little crackly, dude. Sit back from the mic. Quit.
Nah, I'm losing my voice.
No.
I'm losing my voice, Kermit. I'm losing my voice. It's me. This is what happens when you're on the boardwalk every day, barking, trying to get people in to buy tickets. No, I started losing my voice yesterday, so it's me. I was getting too excited. I got to pull back. Sorry about that, people. Must not have been pleasing to the ears, you know. And I apologize. My voice is very unpleasing as it is. So when it's crackling, I'm sure it doesn't sound any better. You know. Where are you right now, Brian? Where are you?
I'm home in New York City.
I meant mentally.
Mentally?
Yeah.
Mentally, I'm well. I say I'm very well. Spiritually, I'm very well. I would say physically, I'm in poor health. You know, I would say physically speaking.
I would agree with that.
You know, from a strength or a fitness perspective, I would say from a point of rigidity, I'm also very frail, fleshy, and soft. But I think I make up for that with thick skin.
Really, you look very thin-skinned. Mainly because you're tall, so it looks stretched.
Physically, the skin might be thin, but metaphorically, brick wall.
Yeah. Melissa, hey, what's going on? Give my brother my love. And the same to you as well. Look how nice you guys look in that picture. That's my brother right there in that picture, by the way. Look at that. See that good-looking, handsome gentleman right there with his lady?
You guys got the same barber?
King Handle says Brian sounds like AIDS. Does Brian? It sounds like Brian has AIDS. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're getting a little crackly again there, doggy.
Timur says plotting revenge on Central Park. Central Park, Percocets.
Percocets.
You could just say it's speed.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
I don't want to sell nobody meth. You could just say it's speed. Raymond says, Brian, you willing to do a session of jiu-jitsu one day in Manhattan? Famous worldwide gym you would love. Good discipline and awesome way to get in shape. You should do that, Brian. You got long fucking arms and legs, man. You'd be like a fucking, like an octopus.
But I'm weak.
You don't need to be strong. You just need to connect. You just need to get
weak
in
and
there.
Brittle. Yeah, but I don't have a strong grip. I'm slippery.
Stop being a pussy. Go do some fucking jiu-jitsu.
I'll go, right? I'll go, but only if G comes with me.
Well, I gotta
hold
go
on.
with you. What is this?
Can you let me finish? I want you to go with me. You're gonna videotape it, and at the same time, you're gonna announce it like a sports announcer. And you're like, and Brian goes down again, and he's getting pinned in 3, 2, 1, and choked out again, and he's unconscious, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you to play-by-play announce it.
You're gonna have fucked up wrists by the end of it just from tapping out so much. Raymond says it's not about strength, it's about technique, dog. Which you will learn. You will go in there and he will say to you, water can either flow or it can crash. If you put water into a vase, it becomes the vase. If you put water into glass, it becomes the glass. Be water, my friend. Be water. Okay? Raymond will teach you how to flow. To flow like the river, dog. Flee. And so you have to rough it sometimes. Crash.
Yeah, something's going on with your mic, dog.
What's going on my mic, man?
I would just check the wires maybe unplug and just blow on that shit or something. It just seems like it's like an electronic like crackly thing. So I think that's what it is. You know, Raymond says, nah, you'll love it though. Next time I plan to hit up that gym, I'll reach out to you and you can just watch the first time. I've done jiu-jitsu before, Ray. I did it a little bit, and we should give it a shot. It says you're still muted, G, so you just gotta have to unmute yourself and you can get back on there. King Handel says you'll have to remind Brian that he can't cuff the balls. No, but you can like eye poke and stuff like that. You know, you can do all that. What up, G? Yeah, I think we got you back.
Yo, he's gonna try to finger your ass, Raymond.
You sound great, bro. Yeah, you sound great.
You sound good too. He's gonna try to finger your ass. That's what he's gonna do. That's his move. Whenever things get hard, he just. Is that a legal jiu-jitsu move? Putting a finger in someone's ass? Because I feel like that would chill him out. What are we listening to? What? What's going on? You hear gunshots?
No.
Someone's getting beat?
Yeah, I'm wondering if we got a little DV going on in the neighborhood.
Oh shit! You're like Horton hears domestic violence and doesn't tell anybody.
Yeah. No, there was no.
Yo, dude, the domestic violence that I used to hear upstairs in my old apartment was insane. And I used to think he was beating the chick, but then I ran into him and he was a little short dread dude, shorter than me. And she was like a big butch chick. And then I realized he was the one getting slammed all over the place, yo. Fucked up. And to this day, I still think they murdered my man upstairs and took over his apartment, but there's no way to really tell. You know, I just stopped seeing him.
Oh, you just.
Nah, my other neighbor died. King Andrew says Gary's clone is still learning how to talk like him. You know, we can find you, right? And get you to stop making comments like that.
Who King handles? I know where he lives.
Oh, shit. At Gary, damn, did we have the same neighbors? Dude, I would hear like yelling. Then you'd hear like stuff being thrown. And then you'd always hear one loud boom, and it would go quiet. Timor says, reminds me of the Steve Martin series, Only Murders in the Building. I started to watch that. I couldn't get into it. Couldn't get into it, Timor. I tried. I gave it a shot. Couldn't get into it. I tried watching Monsters about the Menendez brothers yesterday. Couldn't get into it. I watched one episode and I was like, I'm
not.
It's decent. I thought it was going to be decent. I didn't like it. It was kind of. I want to say gay, but I don't know. There was something about it I just didn't care. I didn't care for.
It was very.
The dominant shit, there's supposed to be a part 2 now. And I'm like, what are they going to do? Try to make me feel bad for him because he gets murdered in jail? That's what happens when you eat fucking people and cook them. Sometimes you get murdered in jail. I'm not going to feel bad for you.
I do like
Martin
Short,
Short's an acquired taste.
Yeah, and I like Steve Martin. I think they're both very talented in their own respect,
I like Martin Short, I think, was always an acquired taste. And now that he's older, it's just a little, I don't know.
You're just probably tired of it because it's been the same thing for so long. Steve
No,
Martin's
I feel that way about you, but
in comedy too, those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like Martin. I like both of them. They're pretty good. I don't know what it was. I just didn't care for it.
He's Charlie
and then the
Sheen,
whole thing
Charlie,
of like
Charlie Sheen's brother or dad?
Who?
Martin Short. Charlie Sheen's dad, I think, right? Yeah, his brothers it's Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen. They're brothers. Yeah, and Martin Short's their dad.
Get out of here.
Yeah, his name's Martin.
First of all, Emilio
his real
Estevez
name,
is from another family.
Yeah,
I think you're bugging out. You're thinking about Martin Sheen, not Martin Short.
Yeah.
Martin Short. You think Martin Short's gonna produce fucking?
Yeah, I think of Martin Sheen. Yeah, Emilio Estevez and
it's
Charlie
from another
Sheen,
father.
No, Martin Sheen's real name is Ramon Gerard Antonio Estevez.
One of them is from a different father, I think. Martin Sheen's the father, right? Yeah, that's what's his name? Charlie Sheen's father.
Yeah, but his real name is Ramon Gerard Antonio Estevez.
Ramon is his real name?
Yeah.
Ramon? He's Spanish? Martin Sheen is Spanish?
Yeah. Why do you think Charlie Sheen has had that? Like, he fucks all those chicks, bro. I mean, clearly.
You think it's because he's Spanish? I just thought it was because he was famous and rich, like every other fucking famous and rich white dude.
Yeah, they're Spanish. Yeah, Spain Spanish.
Did not know that.
Yeah, Irish and Spanish. So that's where the alcoholism comes from.
Well, I just thought they were white. I didn't know they were Spanish.
Oh, yeah, they're Spanish.
Pretty crazy. Learn something new every day. Am I the only one who didn't know that? He was Spanish? I don't know. Maybe it's me. Did he go to rock and roll high school? King Handle says, I remember one of my female tenants spit on her boyfriend in the hallway. He started choking her. I still needed my rent, but I wanted to mind my business. Luckily, he let her go. How do you handle that situation? I probably would have been like, excuse me, which one of y'all are paying for the rent? And then when he said, I pay the rent, and I'd have been like, please continue. I'll talk to you when you're done. And if she paid for the rent, I'd have to stop. That's what I'd have.
You very bad man, Gary Garcia. Bad man, Gary.
I try not to get involved because most of the time then you wind up. Because I remember one time we saw this dude dragging, me and my man Joe Bruno saw this dude dragging, we come back from the studio, saw this dude dragging a chick across the street by her hair. So of course we pull over and jump out with the baseball bats and shit. And then she starts fucking screaming at us, defending her man. So I was like, fuck you then, get beat. Jump back in the car and left the ass there to get beat. And she probably got beat worse because he's probably like, you see what you almost did, you almost got me fucked up.
Right.
And he probably beat her even more.
Yeah, I had
so
the
that's
conversation.
Why some women, you gotta scream help.
Yeah, last night I had the conversation with my wife because we had to walk boots and it was a little late and the park's a little sketchy. There's some homeless and some riffraff down there. And I said, if somebody jumps out of the bushes, this is what we need to do. So I'm going to have you stand in front of me and I'm going to push you down and then I'm going to grab the dog and we're going to take off.
She was cool with that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She was cool with that. Yeah, she was cool with that.
And you got a good woman. Were you going to a baseball game? Oh no, we were coming back from the studio. It was probably like about 4 a.m. I used to coach baseball, so I used to keep all the bats in my trunk.
You always have to keep a glove because if you keep a glove, you're playing a game. If it's a bat, it could just be a weapon. So you might want to keep a ball and a glove in the trunk. That's what I've always done.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I got a. There's a Louisville Slugger right by the front door.
What good is that gonna do you if you're in bed and they come through the front door and now they got a baseball bat?
Why
They
got
come
some-
through the door, they go, "Oh, look at this! He left us a gift."
Yeah,
Now
I
they
got-
have
I
a
got-
baseball bat.
I got a pretty big padlock here, so I don't really see somebody getting through that padlock. I think we'll hear something first, you know.
And it was good. What's up, baby? Good to see you, man. Pew 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 pew. So yo, how many? Like, no one's even talking about the elections anymore. Ever since Diddy got arrested and the storms hit, nobody cares about the elections anymore.
You know.
Do you think Harris is gonna win? I think she's gonna win.
Yeah, I've said
King-
that. Yeah.
King Handel says that, Gary, did you also keep trash bags and gasoline? No, I did not. No, I did not. I did
A
not.
shovel. He's got a shovel.
I do.
Yeah.
And that shovel's been with me for many years.
Yeah.
And it's
got,
funny
like,
because
what is
I've
it,
never
paint?
lived-
You got like paint on it, like red paint or something like splattered on it, like up on the handle. Remember when I came by your house the other day and you had the Clorox and you were scrubbing off all that red stuff in the yeah, you said you guys were painting something out in the Pine Barrens, some wood box or something like that, and you
Yeah,
got dirt and
I had to bury the cans.
that's what it was. Yeah, that's right. Because you don't like recycling, right?
Well,
You
it
don't
was lead
believe- you don't-
paint. It was
Oh,
lead paint.
that's right.
I was fortifying my house
Got it.
so that they couldn't see in. So I had to bury the cans. And it's crazy because I've always had that shovel, and it's like a dirt shovel. It's
Right.
not even like a snow shovel. It's a dirt shovel.
Mm-hmm.
It's been with me, and I've always lived in the hood. Never needed a dirt shovel for any real reason.
Well,
Just seemed to have one.
yeah.
Look, I was a Boy Scout, man. You know, better to have a shovel and not need it than to need it and not have it.
I couldn't agree with you more.
That's all it is. You know, it doesn't take up a lot of room. I feel like everyone should have a shovel. How come you don't have a shovel is the better question.
My wife handles that, Gary.
Anybody listening right now that doesn't have a shovel? I mean, why wouldn't you have a shovel? You might need a shovel for many reasons. If not, you accidentally kill somebody and got to get rid of the body. If for no other reason but that, you know what I'm saying? Everyone should have a
I would go to
shovel.
my mother's house and borrow her shovel. She
There are a
make a plate
few
of
things
pasta.
people, everyone should have. Everyone should have a shovel, like a good dirt shovel. Everyone should have a squatty potty.
Okay.
And if you don't know why, then you've never had a squatty potty, so you wouldn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should have. What was the other one I was thinking of that everyone needs to have? A back scratcher. You know, everyone don't, but everyone should have a back scratcher.
I agree.
And when you use one, you go, how the fuck? Like, what was I waiting so long to have a back scratcher?
Yeah.
You
I'm with
know?
you. I'm with you on that. It is nice.
Yeah, man. Everybody should always have one extra roll of toilet paper. You know, when they said that,
I'm a
that
big
the-
baby wipes guy. I'd like to say I would love a sponsorship from Dude Wipes. I use their product all the time. I think we would have a great market for that. You know, a lot of our, you know, I at least know a few people who are lactose intolerant listeners that still eat cheese. So, you know, let us get a promo code.
who you telling? Who are you asking?
Dude Wipes, the people who manufacture the baby wipes that I use. Isn't that a genius
They're
marketing
not.
plan? They
They're
took
not
baby
baby
wipes,
wipes
and they
if
called
they're
them
dude wipes. They're
No,
not
they're-
baby wipes.
They're
Then
baby wipes though. They just put them in a package that looks a little more masculine, and they call them
wet
dude wipe.
wipes.
Yeah.
You don't call them baby wipes.
Yeah, and dude, now they're coming out with different. I was gonna say flavors, but it's really like scents. You know, they got the shea and cocoa butter.
no. You
No.
you meant flavors.
Yeah, so they got the different flavors of dude wipes. They got the shea and cocoa butter, and you know those are the ones I use because you know let's cut to it. I'm Sicilian, right? But then they have like mint and menthol ones, and I'm like, who wants a cold thing? You know. Like a cold, you know, like a burn, right? I don't really want the burn on there, but
Well,
I
I don't
did
know. Have
see
you tried
that
it? Maybe
I
maybe
saw
a cool
coming.
breeze is what you need, man.
I saw
Keep you
coming
calm,
soon
keep you relaxed.
that they're gonna have the Goya chicken flavored ones are coming out pretty soon too, dog.
That is
and
so
I'm
fucking
really
gross.
and I'm really excited for those. You know.
Why are you excited? What do you lick your own ass?
No.
Or
I
do
got
you wipe and then lick the sheet?
I got the Shea and cocoa butter right now, which is a little bit summery, and then I'll move into the fall for the chicken and rice, and then over winter I'll switch to Hormel chili, dog.
You should get burning wood. Campfire.
Campfire. Burnt wood.
Yeah, it has to smell like campfire.
Campfire is not a bad scent. You know, it's a strong scent, but it's not a bad one. I don't think.
Yeah, if you're near a campfire.
Yeah, but it's like
Dude,
the beach.
if you went down on a chick and her asshole smelled like campfire, would you
what's
grab
worst?
marshmallows or would you back up?
What's the worst you've ever smelled?
Never.
You've never smelled one that's gone bad?
Big up to every woman I've ever been with, man. Never. I don't even understand those jokes when people are like, it smells like this. I'm like, then why would you even continue? Raymond says Brian definitely meant flavors. Yes, I agree, Raymond.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to show that one. Yeah, but never. How about you, dog? What's your story?
Oh, I'm a married man, so I don't have any stories like that anymore. At least at least not on
the
air.
The fact that you even said anymore means you have one, dude. What was it? A friend of mine once said, I went down on a chick and it smelled like garbage. I was like, what? And he said, Gary, it smelled like pure garbage. He said garbage, not garbage, garbage. And I said, dude, what did you do? He goes, oh, I went down on her. I almost threw up. Where is that man now? Probably on a dating app. That's why I don't go on none of those things either, man. I know too many grimy dudes that be on those shits, man.
All of them? Most of them? Don't use
I know
dating,
too many
don't
grimy
use dating
dudes
apps.
to dating apps.
And holler at a girl in person. You wimp. Just go say hello.
Wait a minute.
Hello.
I feel like you've been on one once. I feel like you tried it. I don't know. And now the truth comes out. Let's hear it.
So I would say that when I know exactly when it was, and I'll tell you the story about my one and only dating app experience.
Okay, but you have a dating app experience.
I do. And
okay, that's the point I was trying to make.
Okay. You want me to tell the story? Or you want to?
Sure,
you want to just keep talking about how you were right? I think we should just start calling you Jaguar Right for being right all the time. You're so catty. Jaguar Right. RIGHT.
Let me take off my shoes. Hold on. Let me let my toes out.
Yeah, dude, you should start coming in with a bath towel on your head. You know, get some curlers in your hair. Come on the show. So my dating app my dating app experience, because we'll just roll right past that. My dating app experience, I was in North Carolina, and I may or may not have been doing fentanyl at the time, right? And they had just come out, and I had recently gotten a phone with a data plan that could support whatever it was, Bumble or Hinge or Tinder,
Grindr.
whatever it was. No. Oh, I was a big fan of blackpeoplemeet.com. That was the one that I was always down with, you know, because I love everybody, you know. But I met this girl on whitebitchessuck.com. And I went out with this chick, dude. What was her name? It was something dumb, dude. It wasn't like Caleb, bro. It was like a key. What? What, dude? What?
You said you met this chick on whitebitchesaintshit.com.
No, I said whitebitchessuck.com, which is pretty much any dating app you're going to is going to be a bunch of white girls who suck, right? You know, mostly. I don't know the demos, but I'm going to say it's a lot of white girls who, you know,
suck.
Yeah. If you're like, you know, older, you're on this dating app, you don't have like a guy, you know, if you don't have any man that's coming, like listen, for a dude, they're dogs. You know, they're dogs. There's no woman in the world who should be alone because there is at least one man. There's one man for every woman in the world.
Well,
But there is not one. There is not one woman for every man in the world, though. That's the truth.
True. No,
you know,
every woman could have a man. It's just they're picky. You know, they're just picky. They don't want the dude who has no goals or drive. He's happy just working a 7-Eleven night shift on the highway. You know.
Yeah.
And
Dude, what about those girls who are like software engineers and they just like, you know, they just into some mediocre looking podcaster who has like a shit video business, you know, that he calls like a job. Could you know, guys like that.
Know, man. Call your lady over. Let's ask her.
Oh, she's not here. Yo, she's working.
Cliff, what's up, baby? He says, guess who? Hello, fellas. Just blazing away. I'm going to try that site. I guess I'm a dog. Women want security. They hate men.
Cliffy, do you know you can jump in live on the show now if you want to? You can video call someday.
Yo.
I want to get Fat Cat up on this.
Yeah. All right. Well, let him know.
I will.
Now you're demanding shit.
No, I didn't demand it. If I said I want to get Fat Cat on the show, if I demanded it, I would.
Yeah, but you said that like
if I demanded it, what I would do is I'd call a couple guys, right, that I know, you know, a couple.
Oh God, here we go.
A couple cousins, and then they would hire somebody to make a call, you know, a couple degrees separated, and they'd go pay Fat Cat a visit, right? And they wouldn't say, "Yo, Fat Cat, you need to, you know, come do Brian. You don't need to come do Rated B, right? Because you know you want to. It's because you want to do it, right? Not because you're getting demanded. He'll do it out of respect. That's why.
Cliffy says, "Cool, man. I'll call in. I saw that on the Godcast, Lord Jamar."
Shout out to them. Okay. Shout out to those guys who
Who's
who
that?
also did it. I don't know. I guess it's some Godcast.
Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar, is that from the Brand Nubians?
Lord Jamal Live, guest Busy B. It's a YouTube channel.
See, you're not as original as you thought, dude.
Yeah, the God Pod with Lord Jamar interviews cultural icons to give his unique perspective on a variety of topics. Oh,
yeah, that's who it is.
Shannon Briggs on the. Oh, you know that? You know?
Yeah, from Brand Nubians, man. You know? You don't know who that is?
No, I don't follow them. No.
You don't know who the Brand Nubians are? Slow down. Hey, baby, your hips are getting thick.
No.
You don't remember that?
And ladies and gentlemen, this is a time on the podcast where one of two things are going to happen. Gary's going to treat me with love and compassion and look at this as a teaching moment. Or two, ridicule me and take out his sadness on another suffering human being.
Let me guess. You got to go use the bathroom. Is that what it is? Is your gentle little bladder starting to bother you? Is that what it is? Where are you going? Where are you going? He was a pop player. I remember. I remember him. I remember them. They were dope, dude. I don't understand how you don't remember them. But whatever.
What year?
90s. Early 90s.
Yeah, I mean, dude, 2001, I was 10 years old.
You're making excuses now.
No, I'm saying, you know.
So what? You listen to you say you be up here talking about Tartarians. You know how old you were when the Tartarians were around?
Well, listen, dude. Did the brand
you wasn't even
harness
semen.
the ether power?
You wasn't even semen in your daddy's nuts yet.
Yeah.
Okay. And yet you know about the Tartarians. Everywhere you look, you see Tartarians. Okay.
Dude, we didn't get BET in my house, bro. That's why. Come on, dog.
I'm not surprised.
Are you serious, dog? I mean, come
Even though
on.
you didn't have to pay for that channel, but I'm still not surprised that you just didn't get it tuned in.
Well, when I mean we didn't get that channel. I mean, there was a list of channels that my dad had written that was posted next to the TV
That
that
you
we
couldn't
weren't allowed to-
watch.
yeah, that we couldn't turn on. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
great is your pops listens to this and he probably heard you say that. I go, why is he saying that?
He didn't need to tell everybody live on air. You know, there's some things you just, you don't have to say anything.
Look,
know?
he had
Just
his
understood.
reasons. He didn't want you to be influenced.
Well, and the truth is that, BET wasn't actually listed on there. We just all kind of mutually agreed that it wasn't something we played. Disney Channel, that was written though, because
I
we were
can't
young and
wait.
I didn't know.
You know, I know what sucks, man, is that we're not so big, right, at all that
Not yet, dude.
when one of our African American listeners come up to you one day and punch you in the face for saying something stupid, you won't see it on TMZ. That sucks. We'll just talk about it on the podcast. You'll be up here, you have like a big shiner, and we'll be like, what happened? And you'll be like, Debo 126 saw me at a Wendy's. He punched me in the face for saying some stupid shit. Clippy Icon says, I'm doing my podcast also. We should do a simulcast. Barry, you can tell them about the freestyles in the C room.
We got any tapes of that, Cliffy? You got any old
Cliffy
tapes?
Icon, GHC crew, Get High crew, and us. We was at G Video. Go check it. We about to be big.
Bro, I remember you telling me about GHC.
Yeah,
Right,
GHC, man. Get
Hell
High
yeah,
crew.
dude.
When getting
got
high was a crime.
Mm-hmm.
That was being rebellious. Nowadays, everybody smokes weed. No, nobody give a fuck.
They called it dope back then too, right?
Nah. That's like more like the 60s. I think they called it dope.
Yeah, I had a guy that I worked for on the golf course who's like, "You smoking dope out there again?" And I'd be like, "No, I'm smoking weed. I'm shooting dope out here, though."
You're a little oddly proud of those days. You need to stop. Those are not proud moments, dog. Those are not proud moments.
No, but it's to show how far you can come, right? And
how far have you come, dude? You are such a good person. You made my refrigerator. I have you up on my refrigerator.
7.5 years later.
Look at that.
Tomorrow will be 7.5 years.
Really? Tomorrow?
October
Oh, man.
11th.
Give us a little applause sound for that, man. You deserve a little fucking accolation.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's all about having friends and family, people who support you. Honestly, people, friends like yourself who tell it like it is. And, if they see you doing something you shouldn't do, they'll be like, yo, what up, dude?
Yeah. I'm very selective, though, with people. It's like I let people do so much shit, not realizing that that's the shit that leads them to the shit that they're not supposed to do.
Well, I think that's, one thing I've always valued about you is you don't, well, you do judge me, but you really, in all seriousness, you're all love. You have you're somebody who gives unconditional love to people that he says that they love. And that's why I like you, and you can always see that. Yep.
Yeah. That's also why people don't like talking to me when they're going through shit. You know what it is, dog, is when you've been through shit. And I don't like to. Every man's shit is their own. But when
and everybody's worst problem is their worst problem.
Yeah,
so it's hard to see.
Cliffy says we made stupid money, just kids, man. Me and G ruled that freestyle arena. All love, not battling. Yeah, it was a good time, man. No recordings. You had to be there. Yep. Back in the day, you just had to be there. But that's the thing I was gonna say. Like the problem with me is, dude. Is that like when I see my people going through shit, like I've had everything and lost everything. Like everything I got now is from starting over, and who knows, at any given day, I might have to do that again, looking closer and closer every time. But it's fucked up because like when I see my people's hurting and they're going through shit and they're kind of like down, I was there. So I understand why they feel that way, but it seems like I don't understand that because I'm telling them what's on the other side only because I've made it through all that shit and I know what's on the other side. And had I had somebody to tell me, yo, dude, listen, it's not as heavy as you're taking it to be, like this is what it is, then maybe who knows, maybe it would have been a little easier on me. But I come from the other side, so it's like I don't give a fuck. I've been hardened.
Right.
I read somewhere they said not to fuck with a person who says it is what it is. Because that's a person who understands that the only control they have is to just is in the reactions of how they deal with things. Because everything is what it is. You have no control.
Mm-hmm. I've been saying it is what it is for a long time, and it's yeah, it's just one of those things, man. Like you don't know if something is good or bad until further down the line. So when something happens to you, you got to react right, but you also don't know if it's going to be good or bad until you're down the line and you see the effects of it. So, when you jump to a conclusion saying, "Oh fuck, I can't believe this happened. This is terrible." You actually don't know that yet because you don't know what you're at the action point. You're not at the effects of it yet,
I mean, but it's also hard sometimes when, if you're a person without faith, it's a lot harder to live by the things I say. Because the truth of the matter is there are times when you don't know what the hell's going on and scripture says be still and know that I am God.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually where I'm at right now in my life. I'm just kind of doing what needs to be done, being still and seeing what opportunities are going to open, what doors are going to get closed, and whatever doors get closed is for a reason. Anything I ever lost, it was because it was holding me back.
Yeah, man. And I think, when you stop and listen, that's when the opportunity gets presented to you.
But that's the truth. I've lost a lot of things, but everything that I lost was actually holding me back. So, I don't sweat shit so much, man. Time is like, time is short. Lifespan is very short, but there are so many lives within that. I'm about to have a very big change in my life. You know what I'm saying? Coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because it's definitely one of those pivotal things where like from that point on,
mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of those moments, man. I've lived like 5 lifetimes already. Well, I'm about to go on my 5th. I've lived 4 lifetimes where I thought this was it. You know what I'm saying? Where I thought, all right, this is it. Settled in, ready to rock and roll. And then just everything gets shaken up.
Can't get comfy, bro.
Nah, but it's all right. Cliffy says we go on podcast from AC, pumping the comedy. We doing it every night out here, baby. Get fist deep with the one you love for Christmas. Oh, yeah, Christmas time is coming, baby. Don't hold back. If you're looking for that perfect gift for that perfect someone, go to XXXplayground.com. Pick yourself up the board game, XXX Playground, the best adult communication tool ever created. Roll the dice. Get fist deep in someone you love. Yeah, man. Things are happening. Like I said, man, I'm glad I got to hang with you guys today because I was feeling a little aggravated a second ago before. I say a second ago, but it was over an hour ago. I was feeling a little aggravated. Now I'm relaxed.
Yeah. You seem chill. This has been fun.
I'm a little relaxed.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Mm-hmm.
It could be worse. I could be Diddy.
Hey, dude, it is what it is.
I think they switched them.
Diddy with somebody else?
Yeah, with a clone.
With the body, like they did like a body swap, and the real Diddy's out there.
They moved him. He goes where they go whenever they get too hot. He's out there.
Where do you think that is, dude? Where do they got?
Dude, it could be
just Lane.
It could be anywhere. Well, just Lane is supposedly locked up. The truth is, we wouldn't know.
Pictures, dude. Pictures. Sketches. They had sketches of her courtroom thing.
But I'm saying we wouldn't know.
The easiest thing that
even if the whole court thing was real and all that, they could say they're keeping her in solitary confinement and she could be in fucking Guadalajara somewhere. We wouldn't know. I think there's some place they send them all, and it could be anywhere. If you think about it, right?
Yeah,
where the fuck do we travel? You know how many islands are just out there?
I think it's Randall's Island, dude. I think that's where they got them all. That's where they send them. Randall's Island.
They could be, man, popping out of bushes. That place is dangerous, dog.
Yeah.
I never liked it on Randall's Island, man. I found that place to be very scary.
Maybe it's Gilligan's Island.
But yeah, they could send them anywhere. How hard is it to put electricity on a small little island somewhere?
Not very, especially if it's got it on there already. I mean, you just need a little solar thing. You don't
Come
need
on,
much
man.
at all.
I think they switched them, but I don't know. I don't know, man. If he's locked up, that must suck.
Mm-hmm.
Like that must suck to go from like. What do you think his sheet count was? His thread count on his sheets?
I don't know, dude. I mean, did he have any connections to Asia? Like, was he getting like?
Dude, he was a bona fide billionaire. At least one bill. He's been a Fed, yeah, probably. That's true.
So he's got that Egyptian cotton, Egyptian cotton money. That probably 1,000, dude. I would say 1,000 thread count. Like, I mean, 1,000 bottles of lube.
What's the highest thread count you can get?
Let's look. Highest thread count sheets possible. Well, a lot of it is exaggerated. But like 900, I see 1,000.
Put it. What is the best possible bed sheet?
Okay, so
fabric.
Yeah.
That's gonna be that Egyptian cotton shit, right?
Well, so I think it also depends. So they're saying cotton should be 200 to 400, Egyptian cotton 300 to 8, a percale weave 200 to 400, a sateen weave 3 to 6, bamboo 3 to 5, linen 500 to 140.
You
silk,
he ain't fucking with no flannel.
Silk, bro. You had silk, dude.
Silk 22, dude, for sure.
17 to 22 mummy. That's a unit of measurement. A mummy. A unit of weight used in pearl and paper trading, 3.7 grams. So it's like an eighth, almost.
Yeah.
And then a GSM. I don't know what. Grams per square meter.
Yeah, he was definitely on that.
I think he was on that silk shit, bro.
He was on that silk, and I think that Egyptian dude.
The Egyptian
just so
silk?
you could say it. Yeah, everyone could say silk. You don't get too many people saying this is that Egyptian cotton.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'll tell you this, man. That's not what he's sleeping on now.
Or with, bro. Who do you think his celly is? You think he's actually in solitary?
Nah, he's in like a dorm type thing in PC with that dude, with that crypto dude.
Sam Bankman-Fried. Yeah, who's probably another Fed. And bro, how about how many people were attached to that dude, like out of jail? I mean, I wonder if Diddy was promoting that company. Because I mean, Tom Brady was, dude. There was tons of people involved in that. That was a huge scam. Huge scam. The Sam Bankman-Fried, he had a crypto. It was basically like a crypto trading company that they would trade stocks just like crypto, and it was all fake. And he stole everyone's money, and he had all these crazy amounts of people who were advertising for him. People bought in.
But dude, that must suck. That's what I'm saying. It must suck to like scam so hard, right? Or be such a shithead. Like these motherfuckers had mad money, and now they eating.
But do you remember that Sam Bankman-Fried had an island that they were staying on? They were down in the Cayman Islands doing this they were like partying and shit down there. And apparently it was like they were all living together, all the CEOs and the C-suite executives, and they were like fucking each other, doing a bunch of gay shit, doing drugs. I bet it's probably not far from Epstein's Island. And I bet Diddy's on a flight manifest down there at some point. They probably know each other, I just think it's crazy that the same DA prosecuted Sam Bankman-Fried, he prosecuted Diddy, he prosecuted Ghislaine, and he's doing Eric Adams. Like these are all big media cases. Like this DA's office is just whatever case they need brought up against somebody, they just go to the Manhattan DA's office.
I mean, they're legitimate, supposedly legitimate. Who knows, man?
Sure they are, G. Sure they are.
Who knows, man?
Sure.
Never mind.
Dude, if a police officer can fucking put a bag of weed in your car, dude, they can do 100 bottles of lube like that, bro.
Oh yeah, right. 100,000. They can bring that in on one crate, dude. It's a pallet. It's just one pallet.
A pallet of lube.
What about the
Check it
tunnels under his house? But I'm thinking, who don't have tunnels under their house now?
You know.
You know what I'm
preppers.
saying? Like, dude, if you ain't got no tunnels running under you, not one, even fucking, what's that dude? Fucking El Chapo had tunnels. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think there's a certain money level that you make where tunnels become part of it.
Yeah. Look at Bugs Bunny, dude.
He
He's been
made
counting
that
for-
tunnel money.
Yeah.
He made tunnel money.
Dude, he could go all the way from Albuquerque and back, make wrong turns everywhere, and he still had directions.
I'm
to
just
go.
saying, man, like there comes a point where you make a certain amount of money, tunnels are involved in your life.
Yeah.
For many reasons. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? You rich, they come and they try to rob your house. You hear them breaking in through the front door and coming in through the back kitchen. Be nice to have a tunnel, right? Grab your family, everybody, boom, down the tunnel. Pull the rug back over, seal it up, boom.
Yeah.
Why they making such a big deal about tunnels? You know, the lifestyle that motherfucker was living, he better have a tunnel.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you gotta be able to get people in and out without anybody noticing. You know.
Yeah,
You can
man.
get all that lube in there without, seeing some shit.
You think he delivered the lube through the tunnels? Oh, please, what's up, baby? It would be nice to have tunnel money. Damn, billionaire life is crazy. Exactly, but you agree with what I'm saying, though, right? Like, in other words, you think he's the only motherfucker with a tunnel?
Yeah, I think even in the millions you could do it. I mean, even if you don't have that much money and you're hiding something, people have like secret rooms and stuff like that. So tunnel's just a little bit more money than, you got to be past secret room money.
Supposedly it went to like the house next door, I think, which was Michael Jackson's house. And if it was, I'd be like, I didn't have a tunnel to Michael Jackson's house, man. He had a tunnel to mine. I didn't even know that was there when I bought them.
They're like, but Diddy, you guys built them together.
Nah, I'm just saying, dog. I think, like I said, you got to put things in perspective. Freak offs, orgies. There is old as the day is fucking long, yo. Orgies, that's what it is. So you're surprised that a rock star producer was throwing orgies? And don't get me wrong, I think the motherfucker's guilty, but I'm just saying I'm not going to convict him on orgies and thousands of, I think, 1,000 bottles of lube, 789 dildos. He probably should have won with 1,500, dude. I don't know how long they last. Ark Lee says Bruce Wayne had a cave. Exactly, dude. There's nothing new. Even the Jews over there in New York had the cave. Remember that shit? They had that cave in the tunnel. They had the tunnels. You don't remember that? They were chucking all. It just happened like fucking earlier this year. They caught them freaking. What were they? They weren't Hasidic. They weren't Hasidic. They were something else.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was, but that story went away also.
Well, when you have a tunnel, you can bury things. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And no one ever said where the tunnel went either. You got a tunnel, it's got to go somewhere. Otherwise, you just got a very deep hole.
That's true. Yeah, I guess the difference between a tunnel and a hole is an exit.
An exit. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And so it's crazy, dude. When you think about New York, there's subway tunnels all over this city. I mean, every building you look at, if you look down, you see like windows and stuff, bro. When you're on the east side, dude, like some of those subway stops are
buildings
down
in New York
bro.
that aren't even buildings. They're fake buildings.
Yeah.
In New York, ghost buildings that they just have shit for the fucking
Feds.
Just to ventilate the tunnels and shit like that.
Yeah. I would call those exits and entrances.
Yeah, but they're like in brownstones and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the video. They tell you where all of them are. Hey, Rich, what's going on, baby? What's up, Gary and Brian? Just wanted to give a quick shout out from Tampa. I'm listening from the car. That's awesome, man. While charging my phone and cooling off in the AC. AC, dude, it's freezing out here already. All is good here, just currently without power after the hurricane. Oh, man, I hope the family's safe out there. All right, you guys stay safe, man. Shit's crazy, man. All that shit is crazy. I saw something the other day. Dude found an alligator in his living room.
Ooh. Yeah, man, it's wild.
See,
Like, they're
right
getting these
there,
bad
man, when
storms
you ask
one after
yourself,
another after
how
another.
can things get worse?
That's how
You're
the
sitting there
alligator.
and you're saying, fuck, you're looking and you're like, yo, the water's fucking in our living room, man. How could this shit get any fucking worse? And then you go down to check and there's an alligator in that bitch. Everyone's safe. Good, man. Awesome. That's good to hear, man. All my peoples everywhere that I've checked have been good. So, praise God on that.
Mhm.
And yeah, two saw a fucking alligator. You're like, yo, there's an alligator downstairs. I don't even like if I have a water bug in my house, dog.
Mhm.
Imagine a fucking alligator.
It's
You're not
crazy, dude.
listening. You're not
I was trying to find the video, bro. Yeah, I was trying to
Oh.
find the video because you were talking about it.
That shit is fucking crazy, man. At that point, I'd be like, yeah, we're moving. We're moving. Because I was thinking it already when the water came up into my living room. I was already thinking, hey, we might want to move. And now there's a fucking alligator
Yeah.
in my
There's a
fucking
bunch of these
living room.
videos, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
If
there's a bunch of these, dude.
come on, man. That's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, here we go. We got one.
A mouse. I get a mouse in my house. I flip the fuck out.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's a big one, dude. That's a big boy.
Look at all.
Nah, man.
Dude,
Nah, man. Nah, I'm sorry. I gotta move. You know what I'm saying? Do they even have insurance for that shit? Is there alligator insurance in Florida?
Well, that's the thing. Some of these people may have flood insurance. Some don't. Those people out in Western North Carolina don't have flood insurance, bro. You know why? Because it doesn't ever flood out there. And if you don't have flood insurance, what are you going to do? You're going to not be able to pay the mortgage. You're going to lose your house. Then the bank's going to own it. Then they'll be able to sell it really cheap to somebody who, I don't know, maybe has mining interest in the area.
Dude, what you're talking is very conspiratorial.
Well, I don't know. I've seen a lot of stuff. I'm sure you have too. People were saying that
I've seen nothing.
it has to do with lithium mines and a company known as Albemarle. I've also seen that the husband of Kamala Harris is this guy Doug Emhoff, and apparently he has ties to BlackRock. I haven't been able to validate that at all, though.
Your people have not been able to. None of your people have been able to.
My investigation, investigative techniques. I have found that Albemarle does exist. They do have their big place is not anywhere. Well, it's not in the place that got flooded, but they have mines out in those areas for sure.
And
that's a time will tell thing, dude. In 5 years, if they don't no one owns that land and we're pumping lithium, we'll be like, okay, well then they can do hurricanes,
What information? What information are you getting in the front? What are they telling you on land over there?
I just told you the information. How are you going to ask me the question after I just answered the information that I had?
No, but you're telling me. All right, you know what? Never mind. You might be right.
I might be wrong.
No, I said you might be right.
We may be crazy, but you might just be the lunatic I'm looking for.
I'm gonna say,
turn out the lights. Don't call me baby.
You don't even know the lyrics, so shut up. Right? You're making yourself look foolish, and it's at this point that I have to save you from yourself. Pick your head up. There's no shame on this podcast.
Is it Diddy who taught you that that's what you do? You try to find young people who are kind of talented, breaking into the business, and then you mold them into what you want, and then you just abuse them for, I don't know, 233 episodes.
It's as old as the tale of time, dude. It's why dudes want young chicks. Dude wants a young chick so he can, mold her into the chick he wants her to be.
So am I just your young slut, Gary? Am I your young video slut?
100%.
Nice.
I'm just fucking molding you, dude.
Well, I hope we get booked on a gig out of state soon so you can pay me to go across state lines.
I just watched Get Him to the Greek the other day.
Ooh.
Because now that's back on Netflix because of all the Diddy shit. And yo, I'm not gonna lie. First of all, Diddy is the best thing in that movie. First of all, he was great in that movie. But I watched it this time knowing what I know. And it's like, yo, he was just playing himself. That's all he was doing was playing himself, yo. That's probably the kind of dude he was.
Jonah Hill creeps me out a little bit too.
But then, yeah, he a little creepy. But then I sit there and I go, it's fucked up because for all we know, he was just acting. And now everything because of what we know now, we look back on it. We're like, oh, we should have picked up on it. It's like the other day I had this long conversation about eating baby heads, right? And I was saying that, was I having it with you where I was saying the best way to do it is to hang them like you're in a meat locker? So
right, yeah.
It draws to the feet.
Right.
And then I was thinking, we're saying that shit joking around, right? Like we're joking around. But then, like, let's say this podcast blows up, right? Which is probably not. So it's very safe to make this thought, But like, let's say this podcast blew up, right? And now I'm making that tunnel money, right? So now I got a tunnel, right? I'm getting invited to all the new parties. It probably won't be Diddy parties anymore. It'll probably be some other
Giddy parties. That's what we'll start
It'll
calling
be
you.
some
Giddy.
other new artists.
You go from
whatever.
G to Giddy, bro.
Maybe it's Giddy parties.
Giddy.
But right, and then it comes out that I was, drinking adrenochrome out of baby skulls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now someone will go back if that was like recorded of us playing around, and they'll be like, "Look at this video of G back in the day talking about."
He told us.
Baby.
He told us.
Meanwhile,
predictive programming.
Back then, I was just, talking shit about sucking blood out of baby heads, and I had no money for that, so it was just a joke. And then somehow in life, it came to a point where I actually did. Now they're like, he's been doing it all his life, and I'll be like, nah, I wasn't doing that shit all my life. I only did that shit once I got that tunnel money.
Gee, you got a baby in your room, G? You got a baby in there that you're killing?
No. That just means it's ready.
Oh.
That's if you like it medium rare. See, like I make these jokes, but if I ever become so big that I get invited to the baby eating parties, then they're going to be like, oh shit, G was eating babies all his life. No, I started when I made that tunnel money. I wasn't doing it all my life, man. Judge me from when I started. And that's all I'm saying about Diddy. Hit him with the shit, don't hit him with the baby oil. You know what I'm saying? He's a good host. He has enough for everybody. Don't hit him with the fucking trafficking. They were prostitutes and he paid for their trip. I wish as a comedian they pay for my fucking flights to go to other shows. Half the time I got to drive and it comes out of what I make. He's a good fucking client. Hit him with all the other shit, the forcing, the, all that other shit, which kills me. That goes to show you how fucking psycho the dude is because he had so many willing participants.
Yep. You
have so many willing participants, then what do you need the ones who don't? That's because it's the power. That's what it is. The force is the power, that they suck in and then worship and offer up to Molech.
Yeah, I mean, could be Webbit.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Could be Webbit. I mean, I don't know.
Allegedly. We've said too much. I think I've said too much. And yet I've said nothing at all.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because I know nothing at all. I don't know the people that Brian knows. Okay? I know nobody. He's the one with all the brains and all the information. He tells me things. All right? Lift your head up, Brian. Show that face. Right? That's the guilty one. Okay? So don't get on me about anything, man. He's the producer. I just read what he writes on this piece of paper right here.
How my jokes been doing? Did I have a good show last night? How did you perform my material?
If it wasn't for me, your jokes would suck.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. How'd it do? We do okay?
Did all right.
Okay.
Yeah. $10 in tips. So I'll let the tip bucket tell you how good your jokes were then.
Well, my my writing can't do anything about selling tickets.
Yeah, well. Speaking of which, I gotta go do that now, man.
All right. Who you got on the show tonight?
Me, Zach Pickett, and Ray Vasquez. It's gonna be a good show tonight. It's always a good show. If I'm on it, it's always worth the money. It's only $20 fucking bucks. All right. And hey, man, if you guys want to come check out fucking Donnell Rawlings, we got him coming down November 10th. Get your tickets now, man. You can buy tickets now. And tickets are selling. So if you want to go check it out, man, get in on that shit, baby. Let's sell this out, man. Daddy needs to pay his rent. All right, baby. With that said, if you want to follow Brian at Brian the Video Guy on Instagram. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia on Instagram, Facebook, and wherever the hell you want to follow me, man. I don't give a fuck. Go to GaryGGarcia.com. Check out my website, man. Join, subscribe, get notifications or whatever else the shit does. I don't even know what the fuck it does, man. And go to acjokes.com. Want to support the podcast? Go to BrianTLicata.com/shop. Pick up some Rated G drip, man. Don't hesitate. Get yours today. Peace, brother. Love you guys, man. Thank you.
Peace.
Gay.